welcome back. So today I'm going to do a frog. I'm not too sure what little sticker I'm gonna use to put inside. I have all these very beautiful stickers in different colors, right? So we'll see as we go. I'm also going to add some iridescent cellophane to it. And I have just cut it to what more or less the shape should be to put it in there. But before we do anything, we have to do one coat of clear resin in the bottom. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm using Platinum 360 Plus because it tends to set quicker. Careful when you're over torching these little molds because they burn very easily. So be careful when you're torching them. They tend to stick very easily. Okay, so we'll be back when that is set to continue. So it's set. So now I'm going to brush all the legs with gold. And I'm going to fast forward this because I'm going to put a mask on because these little particles from the mica powder go everywhere. Once you have done that, make sure that you put the frog upside down and you tap it a bit to get rid of the excess because it tends to go everywhere. It's on the table, it's in everything. And you can clean the excess that's fallen in the places that you don't want it with a little baby wipe. And if it doesn't quite do it, you can add a little bit of isopropyl alcohol in it and just clean it with that. But it should be okay with just a baby wipe, as I've done. I've decided to make I either could use this one here or this one. The problem is you can't fit a very big one because the wings are going to come up on the body and I think it's going to look weird. So I might use this small one, and even that small one is going to come up a little bit. Just a tad. And I might add like a little flower in the front like that to it. Now the thing is, so I'm thinking whether I use some UV resin to do it and stick it on with UV resin. I might just do that. A little bit of UV resin. Spread it on just a little bit, and then I'm going to add this one, actually I should have put the other one first, but I don't think it matters. Like that, and I'm just going to move this one a little bit on the top, like that. And I'm going to put my UV lamp on and hope that that will do it. So I'm fast forwarding and checking whether it is set yet or it's still soft. So I decided to add another little flower onto it, right? And I've added a little bit more UV resin. I know you guys are probably thinking that I love to experiment with UV resin because it's quick. And now I'm going to put the cellophane. And of course this is going to be the difficult part. And I'm using this little tool here to stick it and make it go all the way to where the nose is. I'm just going to make sure that the whole thing has some resin on it. And I can't use gloves to do this, guys. It's too hard. They get on the way and I can't do it. So I'm fast forwarding, and now all the UV resin is cured. So we can go to the next. So I've mixed some Platinum 360 Plus, and I've added just a little bit of the diamonds by paper mill. Make sure that everything is filled out. I could do it in black, but I think I can always do a top coat in black if I think it needs it afterwards. I think it will need just a little more. Also make sure that if there are bubbles, you make them come up, because the head and the tail is a place where all the little bubbles tend to sit most. Okay, so just mix a little bit more. So I've done a little bit more and added some more of the diamonds onto it. And now I'm going to make sure that it's really covered, especially around the legs, because you don't want the legs to snap off, or the toes for that matter. Because if they're not well filled, that's exactly what happens. Okay, so I think that that's it. So hopefully we get something really nice from it. All right, so that's it, guys. I will be back when it's time to demold. Bye for now. So it's demolding time. So let's see. So I always have trouble demolding this frog. Some sides are a bit more difficult to get out. And you have to be really careful. So finally, I think I've got it. Look how pretty that came out. It's very delicate, very, very cute. So after looking at it, I've decided that it really needs black underneath because the stickers are too faint. They're very light. So putting the black will bring them out. So I might put a black bottom in it. Also, I have to do the eyes. And hopefully you can see that. But I'm only using a marker to do the eyes. And you can always put some UV resin over it. And if you do like I do, that you have shaky hands, I tell you what, you can always get baby wipe and clean wherever you don't want it to be. Or if you use isopropyl alcohol, it will do the same thing. It will actually clean it. What I'm doing is I'm using the marker pen to do the eye. See? That's it. That's the eyes. Now, what would be the best way of doing the bottom? How I want it. I don't know that this one, no, it's not going to do it. So, I am going to put a little bit, let me put my gloves on, a bit of UV resin with black. And my UV lamp to do the bottom with some black in it. This part might be a little bit difficult because of course it's going down. So I found a marker that actually works and I will paint all the bottom to see whether I like it or not. And then I will just use some isopropyl alcohol and remove it. So I really think I like it because it pops it out. See the difference? You can see right through, and in here you can't. See how beautiful? You can actually see it more. So I will be putting some UV resin on the bottom because that doesn't really look right doing it like that, but I just wanted to try and see whether it would work first before I added the UV resin. Okay, so I'll clean that out and prepare the UV resin now. So I'm putting it in sections because it's very hard. The mold is not level and I have to be careful that it doesn't go everywhere. So I'm going to fast forward these bits because I'm just doing virtually the same thing. Putting the UV resin, putting the lamp to cure it. So this is it, guys. Look how pretty it looks. The sun is shining in here. I have not done the head because if I did, it would probably fall to the front, and we don't want that. So I've left it at that. Very, very pretty. Thank you for watching, everyone, and thank you for all those that support my channel. Thank you very much. Bye for now.